Hello, my name is Ezra Creighton. I'm the founder of Kid One Camps, and we are so excited for the 2024 Apologetics Camp Identity Headquarters. This camp is all about who did God make you to be. Right now, our world's in a great identity crisis. And unfortunately, there are so many differing opinions on the topic of identity. In this video, I want to tell you, the parents, what we'll be teaching at this year's camp. I will not be teaching an opinion of identity. I am teaching the Bible, what God says. I want you to have confidence about what your kids are being taught. So I'm going to lay out for you each of the main teachings of each of the lessons so that you can be totally informed on what your kids will learn. Lesson 1. The format for each of these main teachings will be first, I am not something, and then God made me this. For lesson 1, the main teaching is I am not an animal. That's what I am not. That's the deception about my identity. Contrary to ideas of evolution, we're not animals. So then, what is the truth about who did God make me to be? God made me valuable in His image. God is clear in His word that humans are made different from the animals. Humans are made in the image of God. And because of that, God says we have inherent value. From the babies in the womb to the elderly and everyone in between, we're made with a value given to us by God. Lesson 2. So many say that you were born wrong or you're the wrong gender. But God says I am not an accident. God made me wonderfully. He did it. God tells us that He's the one forming the baby in the womb. And He determined male or female at that moment of conception. If we were to say you're the wrong gender or you were born wrong, that's literally saying, God, you messed up. You made me wrong. But the truth is, God does not make accidents. He made each one of us wonderfully. He did it. Lesson 3. Marriage. What is it? Who decides what it is? The one in charge gets to decide what marriage is. Day 3 is about I am not the boss in charge. I don't define marriage to be what I want because I'm not the boss. Well, who is the boss? God said one man and one woman. That's marriage. God is the one who created marriage, not us. And He's the one who decides what marriage is, not us. Lesson 4. The teaching for day 4 is I am not a good person. Now wait a minute. That seems odd to teach kids. But if you were to ask most people, would they go to heaven when they die? They would say, yes. After all, I am a good person. But what does God say about that? No, actually, we've all sinned. And there's no one that seeks God. There's none righteous, no, not one. We've got a problem. But God made the way to be saved. I'm His child. If we are good enough on our own, we don't need a Savior. If we recognize I'm not a good person, I need Jesus. If we believe in Him, He gives us the gift to be saved and become His child. Lesson 5. I am not a big mistake. Those thinking of suicide have lost purpose. If I'm just a mistake, well, there's no reason for me to be on this earth. Why not kill myself? Why should I go on living? What's God's answer? God planned my life for a purpose. Even while we were still in the womb, God had a plan for each of us. Your life is not a mistake. You play an important part in God's plan. And He has a purpose for you that is far better than our own plans. Those are the 5 lessons of Identity Headquarters. Connected with each of the lessons, a Bible verse will be taught using memorization techniques so that the children will not only learn God's answer, but also have related verses of the Bible stored in their memory. Thank you for watching this video through and being intentional about raising your children in the truth. We'll see you at Identity Headquarters.